you doing to work to get there, Miss Meeks?
I love it. You couldn't have broke it down any plainer. I'm not going to revisit that. You broke it down. And at the end of the day, check your compass. You know, as you go along, check your compass, check your vision. Is it in alignment? Is it real? It's reality. Is it too big? Because you can have vision, but you also need to check it along the way. And John C. Maxwell said there's a moral compass. You know, look above. He said, you know, look to leadership above you. You're the leader, but you also need to look above. You need to also, who are you following? You know, Miss Mayberry becomes, sometimes you and I pass each other, you know, spiritual songs and to encourage each other. We have that moral compass. We're going to try to always do the right thing, you know, by our team, by our leaders. There's a moral compass behind what we're doing. We don't want to win and destroy relationships in that process. Right. You know, we want to win with integrity. So he said, check the compass as you go. We want everybody on this Zoom to be driven, but we want you driven in the right way. He talked about intuitiveness, right? Look within. Look for the champ. Some of us are going to have to get that champion that has been there, but sleep. You're going to have to wake that up. Mr. Bradley often asks the question, are you smart enough to go 1 star? Are you smart enough to go 5 stars? Are you smart enough, Miss Williams, to go 6 stars? Intuitive. Do you need to be told everything? No, you don't. Sometimes I think that was Natalie said, figure that ish out. Like you have to have the intuitiveness, not to always have the employee hat on. Take that off and put your entrepreneur hat on. And you have to be able to lead your ship sometime in leadership. And lastly, historical compass. Look behind. Miss Mayberry becomes, what have we learned on this journey? See, we never lose, we learn. And failing your way forward is a good thing. So when you're talking about checking the compass, don't keep doing the same thing, expecting a different result. That's the definition of what Miss Mayberry becomes, insanity. So those are the first 3 points. I don't know if you want to go into the next 3.
Yes, I'll do the next 3 because I love the first 3. It really sets the stage, and the team, you know, the team begins to know your heart. They begin to know the passion. They begin to know it's bigger than me. It's a big picture to this, and how do we all fit inside that picture? But the next one is a directional compass. Direction comes from a sense of purpose. So they got to have some type of purpose. Why are we running after this? What is your why? You know, we always say your why needs to be big enough to make you cry, big enough to make you fly. So that comes from having that goals. So when you know the why, you know the purpose, you're able to set those goals. A strategic compass. See, I'm a strategic person. I always say, I give Mr. Morian, let him motivate the team, let him raise that bar up for me, and then I'll bring out the strategy. Strategic is a goal that, you know, we got the goal. Now we need to set the step on what it's going to take to get to that goal. You got to have some strategic ideas inside of you. You got to know what steps you got to take in order to hit that goal. And lastly, a visionary compass, which we're going to talk about. That's look beyond. The vision of the team must look beyond the current circumstances and any other shortcomings of the teammates. When we went into COVID, we had to look above those shortcomings, what we had going on, the circumstances. You know, sometimes we don't look at that. But if you got a vision, whatever is happening in your life, because life is always going to be life. As long as you're breathing, it's going to be life, right? So if you got to look beyond what you're going through today or what you may go through tomorrow and still keep your compass focused, because you got to still achieve your goals. And remember, if you're good with your goals, there's somebody in your downline that's not. Let that become your goal, Ms. Weeks.
You know, that is good. You know, when he talked about checking the compass, those 6 points, he said, check yourself from the neck up. Like, check it. Let's check and make sure you're on point. You got this vision, but you may need to make adjustments. And all of us need to make adjustments. And that's why coachability is so important. On my journey in this business, Ms. Mayberry McCombs, I had a vision, but I needed the coaching and mentorship. I needed to make adjustments along the way. And point number 4 that we're going to make today is become a better team leader. Become a better leader and just member. So we got to become a better follower first.
Yeah.
down the red line today, driven, but you still need leadership. You got to become a good follower. And my business for me changed when I decided to be a pillar. And I want people to make a decision. When Mr. Bradley goes over those 13 pillars, I wasn't always a pillar. You know, I had my own agenda, driven, go, go, go. And I realized it was slowing me down not being a pillar because I needed pillars and I didn't have pillars. I didn't have a core. Be a pillar. Be somebody's core. Be somebody that people can count on 100%. Look at those 13 pillars. We're not teaching on that today. But when you're talking about being a better team member, you're just being a pillar. One of those 13 pillars, possess those 13 qualities. And then that helps you become a better leader, Miss Mayberry McComb. Would you agree with that?
I totally agree. Everybody write down on your piece of paper, check yourself. That's it, check yourself. In order, and Miss Mitch, you said it great, because you said in order to be a better leader, you got to be a better follower. I hear all the time, you know, I'll ask my team for accountability, they're not responding. I'll ask my team all the time, jump on the Zoom, and I said, check yourself. Check you. Are you doing it right? Are you doing it? Or because your team is just a direct, residual of yourself. Of yourself. You're not on the director's call. You're not at so you asking your team to do something that you have stopped doing. And it doesn't happen like that. The first they follow the leader. So what is the leader doing? I tell my leaders all the time, when you get on that team call on Tuesday night with Mr. Moore, you best believe they're checking to see if that leader on there. Because I'm checking to see if you're on there. I'm checking to see if you're on the direct call. And then when you come to me and you say, well, you know what? I've called a play and they're not following. Well, I've called several plays this week and you didn't follow. So be the leader that you desire. Become that good team member, but also become that great leader. Now we're going to wrap it up, Ms. Meeks, because he said to become a better team leader, he said by continuing to cast a vision. Maxwell said he used the following checklist to make sure that every vision all his vision message possess this. Because sometimes we think we're painting the vision, but we're really not clear about the vision. So he gives us 9 steps to go in writing that vision. I'm gonna let you talk about the first 5 and then we're gonna
Well, again, clarity. Is everybody clear as a collective group on where it is we're going? What is it that you're trying to do as a leader? What goal are you going for? How are you going to help us get there? Making a goal within the goal, but connectedness, bringing together the present and the future. People want to know about you messing it up. Sometimes we can stand in front of the room and we look like we got it together, but you need to talk about the mistake that you may have made, being nervous during the presentation, messing up Lynn Treckler's name and Andy Coffin, and I just messed the comp plan. Don't say things like, I'm not going to do the presentation because I have a comp plan. No, mess it up, then get it right. So connective means I'm relatable, right? Because I'm talking about those experiences, but I'm also talking about where I'm going, purpose, right? All of us need purpose. This is a purpose-driven company. The why that our why is connected to purpose beyond money. It's bigger than money. I realize that now. I'm money-driven, but it's bigger than money. I didn't realize that almost 15,000 lives were attached to me being fired. And at the time, I just was like, how can I pay a car note? But it was about purpose. And so all of us have to get out of our, selfishness and get into selflessness. When you're talking about vision, it's about purpose. And lastly, goals. Again, target goals. We have to have dates that we hit these goals. If you have a big vision, we got to talk about the checkpoints. You need to be hitting these goals at certain times to get to the long vision. Because if you're not hitting these checkpoints, we ain't never going to get to that long goal, that big dream that you got. It's maybe it'll come.
And that's what honesty. Everyone, that should be included in your vision. Bring integrity to the vision and credibility to the vision. Don't ask people to do something that you have stopped doing. You need to be honest. If you say go get one, go get one. You need to be in the trenches with right? And then stories bring relationship to the vision. People love to hear the stories. That's why in our presentation, when you at our meetings, we have the opportunity where people get up and give their testimony because stories are relatable, and people say, "Man, if she can do it, I can do it too." Challenges bring stretching the vision. The passion brings fuel to the vision. We all have had some challenges throughout this process and throughout our journey. It would be crazy to think that everything has been perfect these 8 to 9 years. No, there's been some challenges, and it's okay to share those challenges, as Miss Meek said earlier, so people can know that, hey, she messed it up. Oh, but guess what? I always tell them, if you mess it up, I'm gonna fix it up, because you got to go through your process, model it, bring accountability to vision. You model what it looks like. Mr. Moore, he models what it looks like. I don't know when the last time I've been home, right? He modeled what it looks like being on the road. He models what it looks like. It's not about just his team. It's about the big team, right? It's serving the planet. He models it. And then strategy to bring the process to the vision, bring the steps. What does it take to get to that end goal? So those are the 9 different things that you need to include in your vision. If you have not painted a vision for your team, if you have not took the company's vision and put your vision inside of the company's vision, today is the day. Because your team could be lost, the reason they're not moving. This means.
Absolutely. The law of the compass. I want everybody to take from this chapter today, don't discount your imagination. Your imagination was planted in your mind for a reason, to help you to forecast what it has not yet happened. And a lot of times when we're little children and we're young, people try to get us to discount what God put in our heart that was special and specific to us. People say, "You're a dreamer. You dream too big. Don't think like that. Scale it down." No, whatever was put in your mind was specific for you. Your imagination, your vision, your goals is not specific to me. Miss Mayberry Combs, your vision and goals, your imagination is different than mine. We all have something special that God put in our heart to deliver and execute. Never ever discount your imagination. But here's the caveat to that. Take your imagination and your vision and put it into reality. Begin the steps to execute it and let it come to pass. What better thing that can happen with your life to have a dream and imagination, and now you got the receipt because you actually delivered on what you said was in your heart. This may be your cone.
I love it. Shout your goals out to the world and figure it out later. Now, don't be afraid to put your goals out there. Don't put your dreams, your vision. Put it out there. A lot of us are sitting on it because we're afraid, oh, I can't say it because I may not accomplish it. No, you need somebody to help you be accountable for it. It's possible for you if you believe it. If you can believe it and you can see it, you can seize it. So tonight, Thursday night, I know it's game night in Houston, but it's also game night in Kingston, Jamaica. It's game night in Raleigh, North Carolina. Director Greg Scott will be in Raleigh, North Carolina. So listen, all roads lead to Kingston, Raleigh, North Carolina, and Houston, Texas. Texas is on fire.
Texas is on fire. We couldn't even find a parking space last night in Dallas. I said, now wait a minute. So I want everybody to get ready for the 25th of this month in Houston. You're going to be with us. We're going to light it up. So get your tickets now because that event will be sold out. Texas is on fire right now, but the planet is on fire. So go ahead and prepare to meet us in Houston on the 25th for Super Saturday Houston.
And then Super Sunday in Indianapolis. Miss Firestar Director, 3-star Director Lanita Jones will be doing Super Sunday in Indy. So everybody go look at your calendar, see what's happening around the planet. Get in the building. Get in the building. So our affirmation today is, I will write the vision for my team and make it plain. I will write the vision for my team and make it plain. Some people say, I don't have a team yet. Write the vision. Start writing the vision. And then, of course, the team will come. I will write the vision for my team and make it plain. Thank you, Ms. Mutes. Thank you, everybody. Have an amazing Thursday.